Busan was our last stop, and I love Busan so much. I told everyone I'm going to settle in Busan. It's like that Goldilocks thing. This is too hot. This is too cold. This is the right temperature. That Seoul was like the ultimate city life. Busan is next to the sea. You get very beautiful beaches in Busan. And we were also staying on a beach, which is excellent because you can see the sea, you can walk, and these are beautiful beaches to walk on, and beautiful restaurants around the beaches. You can have that life, not just a beach, you can see the sunrise, you can have that kind of life. And also it has city, it has really great things to do in Busan. The first day we went to this place, which is the most famous thing to do over there, is to go to the Gamcheon village. So now it's very interesting that it is actually a slum. So actually not even a slum, it was refugee camps. So the refugee camps, and it was those houses they have painted in these beautiful colors, and they've made it very pretty. They've got these very cute shops. And the best thing is that it is very affordable. It was the most affordable of Seoul, Jeju, and Busan. Busan was the most affordable place. The food was affordable. The artifacts were affordable. It was a really pretty place. They thought about tourists. They want people to come and experience it. Another unique thing about Busan that we noticed was that they liked the story called The Little Prince. So the storybook, which is The Little Prince, which is a kid's book from France, a French book. But for some reason, they love The Little Prince. The entire Gamcheon village has paintings of The Little Prince. Then there is a statue of The Little Prince sitting, and literally there was a 1 hour waiting line for who wanted to take a picture with the statue. Like, it has nothing to do with South Korea. But put it then, and it has become a tourist attraction. So the wall graffitis are around The Little Prince. They have picture postcards of The Little Prince. They have food which has Little Prince quotations stamped on it. The walls also have quotations of The Little Prince on it. Then we went to a cable car. I think it's called the Songdo cable car. This is the Busan tour map. This is the statue. This is where everyone wants to sit. It was like a queue of an hour where people were just want to sit there and take a picture with The Little Prince. And the little background is not really the sound, but colorful refugee camp. It does remind you of Dharavi. It does remind you that a place which was very poverty filled, and they reinvented themselves. They said, we're going to clean up our streets, we make it colorful, and with theme of Little Prince. And they are like highly invested in that theme. People are literally taking pictures where The Little Prince is not just at the village, but in other areas also. You'll see a lot of Little Prince quotations, things all through Busan. They just have this connect, which was the Songdo. So then we went to Songdo. So they have this cable car which goes over the ocean. And on one side, you can see city lights. You can see the high skyscrapers. You can see these beautiful lights. They have a park over there. Again, our Little Prince Park, which has the whole story with full monuments. So it has that part of life where they've actually created things for the kids. Not just kids, for the family. They also have the Lotte Adventure Park, Skyline, and go-karting for kids. So they have a lot of activities which is very kid-friendly, very family-friendly over there. One of the 3 most famous temples in South Korea. This temple gives you wishes. And the best thing is that at the temple, you can write on a gold leaf. And they give you permanent marker. And you can write your wishes. Or you can write it in Hindi, English, anything you want. And then tie it to the fencing or anywhere in the temple. The temple is next to the ocean. You have, of course, the crashing of the waves, these beautiful rocks, and the temple. Along that, you have gold leaves fluttering. Visually appealing, very, very beautiful. Spend a few hours meditating, praying, or writing on those gold leaves that my son enjoyed, writing the leaf. We got one for him, our entire family, and he wrote like back, front, everywhere. Wishes that I can fill it to this one leaf, I'll fill. So it's a spiritual place. A Buddhist temple, very beautiful. And the entire temple is like a dragon. It starts with dragon's mouth, going up 108 steps to the dragon's tail. It's beautifully made and one of the most respected temples in South Korea. Like people from all over South Korea will come to Busan just to do that. One thing that no one can miss when they visit South Korea and especially Busan is Spa Land. Spa Land is, I knew that we had to go to Spa Land when we decided to go to Busan. So Spa Land is you pay a certain amount. I think it was 23 Korean won for adults, I think, and 20 Korean won for kids. So that's much, I think. Works out to about 1,500,000 rupees per person, Indian rupees. And that allows you to enter the Spa Land for 4 hours. And then you use all the rooms, sauna, they have a steam, they have an ice room, they have hot water baths where you can put your feet. They have a sound room where they have sound bath. They have a salt room which has the Himalayan salts. And I am extremely into spas. I'm very much into health and wellness. It was amazing. They give you clothes to change into. And so everyone is wearing those same pajamas. And again, it's a very Korean thing to do because we see it in K-dramas. We see them wear the towel around their head like a ram. And we see people walking around in the saunas, and it's a family thing. Kids are also allowed, kids above 7 years. So it's very important if you're traveling, kids below 7, you're not allowed to enter with them. The child is above 7, you can take them, but there should be a same gender caretaker because they have to change in that room. Can't take into the women's room because people are in different areas of undress. So you don't want to make them feel awkward. You need someone from the same gender to enter it. For 4 hours, you can lie down to rest. When you check out of your hotel and your flight is at night, you can check into Spa Land. So there are restaurants, a cafeteria, you can sleep, take your phone, laze around, be in any of the sauna rooms or steaming rooms. And for me, this Balian salt was my favorite room. It had pink salt and you could lie there and steam yourself. It was extremely nice. People from all countries were there for health and wellness or because they'd seen it in some place. So that's something that you shouldn't miss out. You can also take your phone, different laptops. You can watch movies also. So they already have screens on beds. Like in an aeroplane, they can watch and relax in common rooms while you are doing all the spas, like all the spa rooms. They also have massages, which are extra paid services as well. But it's just a really lovely place where you can relax and get that K beauty thing we talk about.